The diplomatic relationship between humanity and the Galactic Empire had been a strained one for many years. Though the Empire controlled vast sectors of the galaxy and held power over hundreds of alien species, humanity was a relative newcomer to the cosmic stage. Their home planet, Earth, was located on the fringes of Empire-controlled space, and many within the Empire viewed them as an upstart species that had little respect for ancient hierarchies and traditions. Still, humanity's rapid advancements in technology, combined with their resilience, had earned them a place within the diplomatic sphere. But all that changed in a single tragic event. Prelude to conflict. For decades, humanity had attempted to build peaceful relationships with the Empire. There were cultural exchanges, scientific collaborations, and trade agreements. While the Empire looked down upon humans, they grudgingly acknowledged the potential benefits of a strategic partnership. Meanwhile, humanity sought to understand the vast alien network, hoping to avoid costly misunderstandings with their more powerful neighbors. Then came the first official ambassador from Earth, a man named Dr. Elias Trent. Trent was renowned as a diplomat and mediator, someone who could smooth over conflicts with remarkable finesse. He was known as the bridge builder among his peers, chosen not only for his skill but for his deep respect for other cultures. His mission was a symbol of humanity's commitment to peaceful coexistence with the Empire, and many saw his appointment as a sign of promising, lasting peace. The assassination. Trent's arrival at the imperial capital, Galactic Prime, was marked with both fanfare and suspicion. Though he was welcomed by a minority of open-minded alien delegates, many members of the Empire's ruling class scorned the idea of elevating humans to the level of recognized diplomatic entities. Tensions were high from the beginning. One evening, during an imperial event honoring new diplomatic envoys, a sudden commotion erupted in the Grand Hall. Eyewitnesses reported seeing an imperial officer approach Trent, exchange a few brief, tense words, and then, without warning, draw a weapon. A single shot was fired, hitting Trent directly in the chest. Security moved in immediately, but it was too late. Dr. Elias Trent lay dead before he could even utter a final word. The officer, a high-ranking member of the imperial military, made no attempt to flee. He reportedly smiled coldly as he was taken into custody, making no apologies for his actions. The shockwave of this event reverberated across the galaxy. Many had feared that the Empire's disdain for humans might turn to violence, but few expected it would happen so publicly, so brazenly. The Empire attempted to control the situation by issuing a formal apology, calling the killing a tragic misunderstanding, and promising to investigate the circumstances. However, whispers circulated in the political underbelly, suggesting that the officer acted with the quiet encouragement of certain high-ranking officials who viewed humans as a threat to their power. Humanity's response. Back on Earth, news of Trent's assassination ignited a firestorm. He was not just a diplomat, he was a beloved public figure, a symbol of humanity's hope for peaceful coexistence among the stars. The outcry was immediate and intense, with protests, calls for justice, and an overwhelming demand for accountability. The United Earth Government (UEG) faced mounting pressure from the public and from the leaders of Earth's military coalition. They had warned of the Empire's growing hostility and now felt vindicated, though their victory tasted bitter. After a series of emergency meetings, the UEG declared that humanity could no longer tolerate the Empire's continued disrespect and aggression. A transmission was sent to the Imperial High Command, demanding the immediate handover of Trent's assassin and assurances of safety for all future human diplomats. The response was chilling. The Empire dismissed the ultimatum, stating that the incident was under internal review and that humanity had no standing to make demands of the Empire. The message was clear: humans were expected to remain in their place. The next day, Earth declared full-scale war. The beginning of the Galactic War. Within hours, fleets mobilized from Earth and its allied colonies, their starships outfitted with the latest military technology. Humanity, while comparatively smaller in scale than the Empire's vast armadas, had spent decades perfecting defensive technology and weaponry that could counter the Empire's standard tactics. They had studied the Empire's weaknesses, prepared for this moment, though they had hoped it would never come to pass. Humanity's initial strikes were surgical and fierce, targeting key Empire installations on the edges of their territory. The Empire, unaccustomed to such swift and coordinated opposition, suffered several significant losses early on. Humanity's alliance with a few sympathetic alien factions further strengthened their position. Some alien species, oppressed under the Empire's rule, saw this as their chance to strike back and reclaim their autonomy. Humanity's rise as a liberator bolstered support and fueled a multi-species rebellion against the Empire. the Empire responded with overwhelming force. Whole battle fleets were mobilized, descending upon human and allied territories with ruthless efficiency. Planets were bombarded, and massive space battles erupted across contested systems. Yet, humanity's tenacity proved to be their greatest asset. They fought with a ferocity that the Empire had underestimated, inflicting unexpected damage on the Empire's fleets and morale. As the war dragged on, the Empire found itself facing an opponent unlike any other it had encountered. The cost of war. Years passed and the war ground on. Entire worlds were ravaged, countless lives lost, and vast swathes of space became nothing more than debris fields. Humanity, bolstered by its technological advancements and strategic prowess, proved to be an indomitable force. But the cost was staggering. Human colonies suffered brutal retaliations, and the toll of war weighed heavily on all involved. Every victory was bought with sacrifice. The Galactic Empire, for all its power, began to show cracks. The loyalty of its member species wavered, and rebellion sparked throughout its vast territories. Humanity had become a symbol of resistance, and the Empire's oppressed populations began to dream of freedom. Toward the future. As the years passed, it became clear that neither side could achieve a decisive victory without losing everything. Recognizing the grim reality, a faction within the Empire began advocating for peace talks. Secretly, emissaries from the Empire reached out to the UEG, proposing a truce and mutual terms of coexistence. It was a fragile peace, won through unimaginable sacrifice, but the galaxy was forever changed. Humanity had emerged as a force to be reckoned with, no longer a minor player on the galactic stage but a powerful entity demanding respect. Though Dr. Elias Trent's death had sparked a devastating conflict, it had also set humanity on a path toward unity and respect among the stars, ensuring that the galaxy would never forget the price of underestimating humanity's resolve.